Black screen.
What's going on, Mark?
Screen. It didn't pull us up this time. He's going to get Jacob, I think. After the video just went to black.
Your first name is Will, correct?
Yeah, you can call me Will.
Okay, buddy. Is that me and Riggs in the background?
Yeah. That's my inspiration to work out.
Brother, just looking at that clip is 10 million memories and billions of dollars on that day happened, bro. I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's when you join NWO right there, walking down to the ring.
No, we thought I thought I knew, but we just didn't really know, what that really meant that day. That would be 20 years, 25 years later.
Yeah. There we are.
Ah, there we are. All right. Sorry, y'all. Oh, my God.
I hear you.
There we go. Ah, all right. There we are. Guys, everybody's here. Well, that's a weird starting, but we're here. Oh, episode 3, motherfuckers. We got another special treat for you. Before we get, look at this superstar. Before we get started, this is what I always like to do. This is the Buff and Stuff podcast, and before we get into anything, I like to let people know what it is. Not only are we going to talk about my boy Buff, we're going to talk about the wonderful days of WCW. We're going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about his journeys with sobriety. Today we got a special treat because we're going to talk about training and seeing how you at home could possibly, just possibly, find out how to look like this dog right here. Look at him. Ah! How are we doing today, Buff?
Fantastic, man. How are you guys doing?
I'm good now that everything's working. Jeez, that was weird. We got the gym set up for you guys today. We're going to do a little something different since it's training. Today is clean and jerk. So hold on, let me set it down. I'm going to show y'all. We got the weights. We're going to pump some iron. We're going to pump some iron. We're going to pump baby iron. We're going to pump baby iron. I'll pump iron the whole time we're talking. We're going to pump baby iron. We're going to have fun today. We're going to train because I'm an idiot. And why not? Let's have fun. All right. Now, here we go. See, I'm going to start with the little baby.
Clean and jerks.
Clean and jerk. Because he's clean. And guess what, y'all? I'm a fucking jerk. My boy down there, he's a fucking jerk.
Hey,
let's jerk.
Being seriously, though, dead serious on this thing, the parallel I have seen with my sobriety, my journey with sobriety, the parallel dedication that it takes for that is such a wonderful, great parallel with weight training and health and body and diet. And that's why I'm really excited to talk about this today, because I share this a lot in all my meetings and in life. I do a lot of motivational speaking engagements, and this is it. And it comes down to this saying: when I was at Black Bear, when I first started my journey of sobriety at Black Bear in the North Georgia mountain area, and it was a 30-day program, 30 days, and that was the start of my journey. And at the end of every morning session, you went through a thing called processing, and you went through process, and then you would, at the end of the process, you had an AA meeting every morning, and then at the end of that meeting, they would say, the serenity prayer, God,
go for it,
the whole thing,
you
wisdom.
Accept the things I can't change.
Things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. And at the end of that, every single time, Black Bear people would say, "Just for today." They had stomped their foot, and I went,
"Okay."
that is the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. It aggravated me.
Yeah.
By day, day 2, just for today.
Boom.
Just for today, day 3,
Boom.
day 4. And I was like, come on, man. This is day 20. I was excited about that song.
That's right. It's a chant.
To say, just because, you know what? Because it was just for today. And the same thing goes along with everything we're talking about in life. No matter what you are shooting for, if you are shooting to be a doctor, a lawyer, no matter a football player, a wrestler, no matter what it is, the dedication that you start with and the plan that you start with is just for today. And that parallel of that to me with addiction and sobriety, the same parallel of dedication that it takes just for today with that is the same parallel as training. I just came off a knee scooter for 8 weeks. And this is just one example of my career, but 8 weeks of a knee replacement. I had a knee replacement, and then I had my left foot surgery done. For 8 weeks, I was not allowed to make a step on the ground. I mean, my girlfriend had to up and off toilets, up and out of seat. I mean, we've been at the hip 24/7, and the first thing I thought of, knowing that my life being in the gym, is how am I going to work out? I can't work out. And then when I said to myself I can't work out, I went, there's no way I can miss 8 weeks of working out. Yeah. I've got to get in the gym. So I have not missed a workout. After the first week, I have not missed a workout. And every time I go to the gym and people see me on that damn knee scooter, they're like, what are you doing, bro? And I'm like,
dedication.
Training,
that's right. I mean,
my little knee scooter.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
It's got an emergency brake on it. And I'm going to cause a mess if I bring it over here. But it's got a little emergency brake on it. And you can push the brake on so it don't roll. I put the brakes on, and then I do cable chest push down. I have not missed a workout. I have not missed a body part except legs. I can't do legs.
Obviously.
But I've done chest, tri, back, bi, shoulders, and arm. I mean, chest, tri, back, bi, and shoulders, which is a full body parts.
We got to remember that. Yeah. We're going to talk about that again. Wow.
Yeah, so, but that's what we're talking about today, because the dedication I have found personally with just for today, with your protein intake and everything that it takes, all the things we do, so it's not overwhelming for sobriety, so it's not overwhelming for the goals you're trying to set for your plan of action. Even though you got a goal to reach, it's just for today, guys.
Just for today. That's powerful. That's deep. That's deeper than a lot of people get. I get it. I get it. Because just for today, that's all you got. Well, just for today, I'm about to look at that. I'm gonna get strong, Buff. I'm gonna look like you one day. All right. So for all of us out there, because I mean, look at you. You're a physical specimen, and look, I'm not. So let's get started into that. What would be the very first step into creating a Buff Bagwell body?
The very first thing that happened with me, first of all, there wasn't Google. You couldn't Google anything. There wasn't an internet. But so I had to word of mouth and go to people and sit down and write diets. I'd see a guy in the gym and walk up and go, "What do you eat? And why did you use that exercise that way?" And I just trial and error. But in today's world, it's really pretty simple, and I do it at Buff Bagwell's schedule, and Buff Bagwell's heyday was a 5-day routine. You do chest on day 1, back on day 2, you do legs on day 3, and there's a reason for that.
Okay.
You do shoulders on day 4, and you do arms on day 5. You do one body part a day.
Okay.
The difference of this, in the beginning, this was a huge difference for me, because from the Handsome Stranger and Marcus Alexander Bagwell, he trained chest back, chest back. Day 2 was legs, shoulders and arms. Day 3, day 4 was off, and you did it again. You did two body parts a week. And then I found after meeting legs that could possibly be overtraining. It's a little overwhelming. It's a lot of stuff you're doing. Instead of just saying, I'm going to go to the gym today and I'm going to do chest.
Focus on one thing, yeah.
That's it. Chest, I did my cardio in the morning, or I did chest first and cardio second. And that's also another big misunderstanding. You never want to do cardio first. It's a big argument in the gym, and this is my opinion. When you do cardio first, you're taking things out of your system that you need to train a body part.
Okay.
So you always, listen to me, you always want to do cardio after your body part. But when you dumb it down to that, one body part in cardio, it really is, you're done. It's a 45-minute chest workout, or whatever body parts you're on.
Okay.
The reason you do legs in the middle is you want to separate your upper body a little bit.
Okay.
So that's why you do chest on day 1, back on day 2, legs on day 3 to let your upper body rest.
Let this rest a little, yeah.
Yes, shoulders day 4, and then arms on day 5. 5 days is an awful lot out there, and I know it is. It's tough. I mean,
yeah, but that's how you get the Buff Bagwell body. You have to do that.
That's Buff Bagwell 101 right there. Buff Bagwell
5 days.
But if you want to try to make it a little bit easier, if 5's too many days, you do chest try on day 1, back by day 2, split it up with legs day 3, and then shoulders day 4. That 4-day routine, you can't, if you're trying to be, I mean, if you're trying to get an overall bodybuilder type looking body, and that's the minimum days that you're going to be able to train.
Okay.
It's just too much if you come in and, don't get me wrong, if you're trying to fit in something on day 4 and you miss tries and you want to get
like squeezing in
together, absolutely, you get it in there. But you got, how you want to look at it is you got 7 days to do 4 workouts.
Gotcha.
But by the time you get to Monday, it's just try again.
And you're starting again.
You're starting over.
Back to
You
it.
got to start over. So you got 7 days to get 4 workouts in.
Serious, real question, okay? You know, obviously, you know, I wouldn't say I'm not an athlete anymore, but I'm not an athlete anymore, okay? I'm not a fucking athlete anymore. I'm 41 now, Buff. I mean, I know you're older than me. Is there hope for me still? Is there still hope for someone like me going on the Buff Bagwell type of idea?
Dedication.
Dedication. One day at a time.
If I was going to write a book about where I got and how I got there,
We might do that.
it would be titled Carbs and Cardio.
Carbs and cardio.
Carbs and cardio is essential.
Don't steal our title.
Cardio.
It is absolutely the words that it takes to be a Buff Bagwell. It's the way you do. Everybody knows you need protein, but again, it takes a dedication to get it in. Everybody should take in 1 gram of protein per body poundage every single day of your life. And the 2 people I'm looking at, the thousands that are looking at me, you don't do it.
No, look at me. There's no way. Look how tiny I am. I do that?
It's expensive.
Okay.
It's hard. It's a very tough thing to do. If somebody comes to me and
I'm rich.
really want to do it, if they really want to try to really get their body in shape, the first thing I make them do is I make them write down what goes in their mouth for a 24-hour period. When I was watching my carbs in that real heyday of Buff Bagwell, I learned that a piece of gum had 2 grams of carbs in it. When I learned it, I spit the gum.
No more gum.
No more gum. Because in the workout, the diet that I did when I show people how to do it is, so I weigh 230 pounds. So
okay.
If you eat extra protein, your body gets rid of it through waste. If you eat extra carbs, it sticks.
Okay.
Your body don't get rid of protein. So if you eat 3 steaks, your body's going to, you've wasted money because your body can only assimilate about 60 to 70 grams per hour.
Okay.
The steak's got 100 grams. If you Google it, you can see how much protein's and how many ounces.
Well, here's proof right here. I eat loads of steaks, y'all. Look at this guy. Steaks ain't doing it. Steaks don't just do it alone. I can eat steaks all fucking week. Look at this guy.
It's a combination of your whole diet, but I do a 0 carb diet 6 days a week. And then the 7th day, I do what's called carb loading. I do 24-hour period of donuts, cake, cookies, anything. I still get my 220 grams of protein in, but I carb. And when that 24 hours is over, it's directly back to, nobody can do 0 carbs in a day.
Yeah.
As 0 as you can do, like a cup of green beans has 6 grams of carbs. A cup of broccoli has 4. Wow. A cup of corn has 40.
Wow.
A cup of green peas has 50.
Damn. And you're thinking like you're thinking peas and corn's good for you, but if you're looking for a buff Bagwell body, it kind of isn't. Wow. No more corn. You're going to start
doing this right here, brother. You're going to start reading things.
Oh.
You're going to start seeing that what you're putting in your body. You are what you eat. You are what you eat for sure.
Oh, then I'm a pussy.
He eats a lot of pussy.
I do all day, man. Sorry. Ask my wife.
Before you do that,
read the list. I gotta see how many carbs is in that pussy, huh? Oh my God, you gotta be careful, honey. We gotta have a talk later, sweetheart. I gotta read your label, sweetheart. I gotta read the. Hold on, darling. Gotta read that label. I want a buff Bagwell body before I'm 42. Cause y'all don't know. What? Go ahead.
You're gonna be shocked when you start reading things. Like,
wow.
Buff Bagwell just recently learned about the green peas. I mean, green peas.
Green peas? They're supposed to be good for you.
But green beans have 6 or 7. If you got an Alexa is my best friend with diet. All you got to do is use it in cup forms and say, Alexa, how many grams of carbs are in 1 cup of blank? And she will answer you. And it's a really good thing. I've learned a lot with Alexa because it's in my kitchen. I throw it out there and it comes back and gives me what I need. So read the back of labels, read the back of the cans, and the per serving is a big trick to people too. They don't see the per servings like maybe, there's only 4 grams of carbs in this can.
Yeah.
It's per serving. So maybe there's 20 grams in the can, you know. Ooh, so just read and be aware of what you're reading. And I tell you where a lot of people mess up is drinks. You know, there's 50 grams of carbs in a Coke.
Wow, really?
Yeah, quit drinking sodas and you'll lose weight.
Uh-oh.
Buff froze on us.
Buff froze on us.
You froze, Buff.
You froze, Buff. Hold on, let me see. Uh-oh. Buff froze. We might have to make the call again. If you're still there, Buff, just hang up. I'm gonna call you right back, and then we'll get back at it. Just everybody hang up, and then I'll call him right back. Just hang up, Will. Oh, no, hold on. I think he's coming back. No, I'm just gonna make the call. I'm gonna make the call. I'll just make the call. Don't show this to me again. I'm gonna make the call. Well, there's Buff. Hold on, Buff. I need you to hang up one more time because I got to call Will again now. I just answer the phone when I call you back. No worries. It happens. You're good. I got you. We're good, guys. Don't worry. Sometimes fun police try to fuck shit up, but we're back. Look, we're calling them back right now. We're getting our boys back. Look, there's Will the Mark. And there's fucking Buff Bagwell. Everything's great. We're great. Everything's fine.
Back.
There you go. You're fine. You're there. There's his beautiful girlfriend, y'all. There's Buff's wonderful lady. She'll be on the show too from time to time, just so y'all know. Oh, Mr. Wrestling Card Connector knows who Stacy is. I wonder who that guy is. He knows who you are, Stacy. He knows.
What's his name?
Wrestling Card Connection said, "Hey, Stacy." So that's pretty cool. Wow. That's his Twitch name. So he must know you from somewhere, guys. That's pretty cool. Good job, Stacy. You got fans. All right.
That may be Joey.
What's up, Joey? Cool. That's great.
Joey owns that.
Glad everybody's here. All right, now
Yeah,
we're
so man, it's about from the moment you wake up. Again, reminding you about this. No matter what you're taking on, it's just for the day,
Mhm.
but it starts instantly. And mine starts with a prayer and getting my armor. I put my suit of armor on with a prayer to God in the morning. Everybody's got their little schedule.
yeah.
Brush your teeth, do your prayer, whatever it may be. But it starts with what goes in my mouth instantly, and it's been like that for 35 years. And it starts with a 50-gram protein shake, and I do five intakes of protein per day. There's no way you can eat 5 times a day. If nobody wants to eat 5 meals a day, it's really hard to do. So I do 2 shakes and 3 meals, but I do 5 intakes. And then you do that along with a body part a day, and you got the best body you're going to possibly have. Genetics only take you
So far. Look at my shitty genetics. They only get you so far. Then you gotta holler at your boy Buff so you can learn how to get buff. See, it's all about how you start your day. So I'm gonna start my day with prayer, and I'm gonna start my day every morning with a couple of these.
How many reps should you be doing here?
How many reps? Hey, just shut up. Don't worry about that.
You should be doing, Buff.
Yeah, how many reps should I be doing?
Brownback Mulligan wants to know how many reps you do as well.
Yeah, how many reps do you do, Buff?
On a body part, like we go in and do chest today. On today, I will do 3 exercises, and I do 4 sets with each exercise. So I do 12 sets for chest, 12 sets for back, and 12 sets for biceps, 12 sets for triceps. Every body part gets 12 sets. You want to do 2 or 3 different exercises to switch it up. And another big thing you want to learn or try to do is you don't want to have exact same schedule. I've been doing the same body part schedule my whole life, but I switch up my routine. A lot of guys get a mistake by they go in and they do their exact same workout. They'll do flat for chest, for example. They'll do flat bench. They'll do incline bench, and they will do cable crossovers, which is bread and butter to a chest workout. That's what everybody does, and it works and it's great. But switch it up, man. Go in and do incline. If you just I don't ever do inclines first, you're making a mistake. Switch up your routine.
Gotta do it all.
See, even if you start off really weird, start off with cable crossovers first. You'll be blown away on how much sore you are because you're tricking your body. Trick your body.
Trick your muscles. That's how you get real strong. That's true. I heard Joe Rogan say some shit like that. He's like, if you can constantly lift heavy weight but trick your body every day, that's like a secret to like longevity, I guess, right?
It really is, man, because so many, and believe me, even I will do it. Even I, after 30 years of doing this, man, 35, 40 years of doing this, you get caught in your routine. You walk in and you do your favorite little flat bench, you do your favorite inclines, but I dare you to switch it up and go by how you feel. You'll challenge yourself. You'll see that you're more sore, but it's the balance of all of it. It's getting the protein in. It's getting the low carbs. It's dedicating yourself to that every day, man. I mean, it really is a dedication like no other, and that's why I love the parallel of sobriety. It's a different dedication, man. It's a different dive into it, and you got to find something like this to parallel it, and
healthy addiction.
It's a different addiction.
It's a healthy addiction.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And that's what I tell a lot of people is I was so OCD and organized being a bodybuilder that it made for a fantastic
addict, I bet.
Yeah, a fantastic addict because I was organized. I was scheduled.
Regimented.
My prescription pills, my regiment. It was.
You looked normal for a long time because you were so regimented. You can hide addiction. The more put together you are, you can hide your addiction longer because everybody's just like, this guy looks good. He's got it all together. What the hell can we say to him?
It's exactly what it was, and I kept that for a long time. So I hid my addiction, and then slowly, like addiction does, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of how long. You may be real strong like I was, and I fought it off for a long time, but it's going to become unmanageable. Oof. And even when it becomes unmanageable,
you'll still try to manage.
Yeah, you still try to manage it and squeeze it in and figure it out. And God, thinking back on it is just so frustrating to me to think back on. But it's such a wonderful relief to know that you don't got to do it, man. You don't got to do that. You can find something to fill that void. And mine was God, partner, and my own body. You got to find your 3. That's my 3. Find your 3 and fill it in that part. I promise you, in that 3, if God is not one of them,
you fail. Yeah, you're gonna fail.
You're not gonna fail, maybe, but it's gonna. I think you would fail. It's gonna be a long road for you, man.
Harder road.
I'm just telling you, God has got to be in your 3, and I think you got a much better chance for sure.
You're in what? You're in one of my. You're one of my 3. Just so you know, like you're part of what's helping me quit drinking. I'm not even gonna lie. You're one of my 3. I got my Buff Bagwell show. That's like a big fucking 3. Can you believe that?
Oh,
that's
bro,
a big 3.
I'm so excited. How y'all like my new backdrop?
I love it. Look at that. That's like your old pants. The old you with Scott Norton. That old Vicious and Delicious backdrop, buddy.
Scott Norton is the 100% reason for my airbrushing stuff.
Really?
He had those bricks on his tights one day, and I go, man, that's not going to last in a wrestling match. He goes, yeah, it is. So I put, and to this day, I think fans will even tell you they were
the best. That was your best costume. They were.
The brick tights.
It was. That's my favorite. Awesome. That's my favorite. Like there's.
And they made an action figure out of them. The bricks made the action.
That's my favorite buff. That's my buff right there. The brick buff, Vicious and Delicious, is probably my very favorite like run that you had, dude. I loved it. You and Scotty were fucking sick together, bro.
I really think that would have been
bigger.
The best tag, the biggest thing I ever done, because though it was several things. It was the way me and Norton were, and you also had the names.
The names, like you were big at that time, and
yeah, but Vicious,
Delicious, yeah,
perfect.
Tremendous. Perfect.
I wish I could take credit for that name.
Who did that? Who did that?
We were in like a Applebee's kind of bar and restaurant place in Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And a kid and Norton are sitting there, and I turn around, this kid is looking at us like this, and I go, hey buddy, how you doing? And he went, Vicious and Delicious. And
that's
I went,
awesome.
What did you say? And I wrote it down. I swear to God, I went, Vicious and Delicious. I said, why did you say that? He goes, because he's vicious
and you're delicious. That's right.
He was a 10-year-old kid. We went straight home and I airbrushed everything.
Vicious and delicious. That's right, bro. You are simply delicious, man.
It was vicious. I broke my neck, or that would have been the best tag team
ever. Yep.
Of time.
It would have been, actually. If you wouldn't have broke your neck, Vicious and Delicious, I feel. Because, I mean, you had your stardom already that was just so, like, fucking white hot at that moment. And then you also had the name, like Scott Norton. He was Flash. He was in Japan. He was everywhere. Yep. Like, he was an international superstar. Plus, he was a vet. So you took this kid with the muscles and the attitude, like, oh, you were on camera making it look sweet, and then you had like this, like, it was almost like what Shawn and Diesel did. You know what I mean? It was like it's a beautiful act. It's a great gimmick, and like, man, and y'all, in a way, I feel like, I'm not talking shit about Nash or Shawn because I love them both, but like, Scott was more versatile, I would say, than Nash was. You know what I mean? And then you got who was just, you were over the top, bro. Like, I don't know. All right.
It's fun. Yeah, so let's talk about supplements.
Let's go to supplements, and then we're gonna ask about steroids because obviously.
Yeah, I'm not a big supplement guy.
No.
I believe the protein powder I take is called IsoPure, and it's got
y'all, IsoPure, 0 carbs.
Listen and read. This is where you got to read about your protein. Like it'll say, you may read it. It says, oh, only 10 grams of carbs. And you'll find out that's 10 grams of carbs per scoop. So that's 20 grams of carbs you're doing. The protein I take has 0 grams of carbs. IsoPure, cookies and cream, 0 grams of carbs. So I'm taking in the morning, I swallow with a cup of water, 50 grams of protein, 50 grams with 0 carbs. 0, brother. I have a protein container, some kind of transporting either a Ziploc bag or whatever, or another one of my protein containers, and a shaker in my car and in my workout bag. If you don't have
a shaker,
protein and a shaker with you on your job, on your site, whatever it may be, you need to change it up, because you got to have it with you, or you're going to pull into that McDonald's. Yes, ma'am. You're going to. Stacy just brought this to me. Here it is, right here.
There it is. I got that. We got that. We got it on the screen too for you, Buff. We got it. Oh, look at him! No, hold on. Do that again. ISO Pure. He loves y'all. What about a little bit of sponsorship? Let's go. Let's go.
So, my favorite is cookies and cream, but they got strawberry, they got vanilla, 0 carbs. Zero
carbs, bro.
Brother.
ISO Pure, brother.
Buff Bagwell did not drink a 0 gram carb drink because there wasn't one.
Okay.
I did one that was called, I can't remember, it was strawberry, and it didn't have it. It was like 6 grams. 6 grams of.
That was the lowest you could get.
Per scoop. So there was probably 12, which is a lot, but now it's 0. So it's a real good protein, man. You do that, you get that. But supplements, I don't do creatine.
No? Everybody acts like that's the best.
I believe.
What I always heard in high school.
That's what I always heard in high school, too.
I believe in creatine for sure. It's fantastic. I just never have really done it before.
Okay.
But the steroid talk, of course, is,
Yeah, hold on. Let's just say it. Let's go. Buff Bagwell, my friend, my buddy. Have you ever done steroids? Between me and you and the world now. Between me and you and the world now.
Let me tell you. Well, it's called what you call steroids. See, steroids, when I was coming up, testosterone was steroids.
That's not steroids now.
Everybody says, oh, I take TRT. I'm like, what's TRT? Testosterone replacement treatment.
Is that the same thing, though?
That's a fancy way of saying steroids. So I take testosterone. I take testosterone replace. I do TRT. But during WCW, that would have been steroids.
Oh, wow.
They call that steroids. All I can tell the fans are, and you can ask any pro wrestler in WCW during 1991 and 2001, we were randomly drug tested the whole way. We tried to do things we could do to every new thing that came out. We
try to cheat. Yeah.
We tried to do anything we could to get, a little advantage, man. It was tough. And we had doctors, if we wrote a prescription, they gave us testosterone, but it was still steroids back then,
Okay.
So the answer is yes, I've taken steroids because testosterone is steroids. But if you go to a doctor and your count is under what it's supposed to normally be, any doctor will do it for men. So I'm telling men out there right now, I'm getting ready to be with a company called Celesta. I'm already signed on with them.
Wow.
But they're really big on keeping their blood work up, and I'll tell you more about this, Chris, as we go.
Yeah.
But this is something it started with me, with every person in the world, every male in the world should know
your testosterone level.
Your testosterone level.
That's true. I know that now.
And if you might, even I don't know mine.
I don't know mine
right here.
Nope.
But I know within 100. I know within 100 points what it is.
Really?
And it's around 700, which is high. But it's because I take TRT. It's because I take my testosterone replacement treatment, and I go through a doctor. And keep in mind, brother, I'm at the DUI. I want to remind everybody.
Yeah. Trust. Yeah.
I'm at the DUI court.
So he couldn't take anything that would not be allowed, y'all. They'd have his nuts in a sling. They'd have his nuts in a sling.
Now, this company that I'm working for is Celesta.
Celesta!
We ship out a drug test. No drug test. We ship out a test in this box. You know that test that people on commercials you'll see that's you put if you get your intestines checked, you poop in a little thing and you put it in a box.
And you send it to them. Yeah.
Exact same thing.
So you shit in a box?
Well, you put your blood in a box. So
okay.
You take your own blood sample, and it's a 5-minute procedure.
Okay.
And this thing right here, it's a 5-minute deal. You gotta rub your arm for a couple of minutes. Alcohol, Band-Aid, everything comes in this little kit.
Cool.
You push it in your arm. It drains. It does the blood. You put it back in the box. No name if you don't want to. You can check for STDs, your testosterone count,
Anything.
any kind of blood test you want.
Yeah.
And in 2 days, your results come back. That's the company I'm working for right now.
That's pretty cool.
But every man should know what their testosterone level are. It's a very important thing.
So all of you out there listening or watching right now, you need to look into Celesta, because obviously Buff is supporting that. Let's look into that, and let's find our T levels, guys. Because look, my T level, I'm probably what's before T? QRS. I probably got S levels, bro. Like I don't even know if I got T anymore. Yo, I'm at U. I'm past the T. I'm fucked. I got the U levels. So let's see what's going on. Let's check our shit out. He said he didn't do. So that means you didn't really do steroids then necessarily.
I mean, bro. Of course, there's all kind of rumors.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, whatever we would do. I mean.
So you didn't take like what's that shit they call it, like nanodrene, super crazy shit. Like you weren't like one of those guys. You weren't like.
I mean, when I was 18, 19, 20, I experimented with a lot of things.
Of course, who didn't?
You know, Anadrol was a real big one.
That wasn't. I've heard of that.
It was a pill. It was a pill that would put 25 pounds on you, bro.
Wow.
And you put that 25-pound pill into a 4-week workout, protein, carbohydrate dedication.
You're a fucking beast.
And you're a beast. And I was at 20. I mean, look back at Handsome Stranger.
I know. Trust me, we know. Pull up some Handsome Stranger pictures, Mark. Pull up some Handsome Stranger pictures, Mark. Let's look at him when he was a beast. I mean, you're a beast now, but you know what I mean. We're talking about at 19, looking like a fucking full developed Clydesdale horse.
Yeah, and I did, brother. I was there, but again, that's like when people say wrestling's fake. It aggravates pro wrestlers because it isn't fake.
There's nothing fake about that.
Same thing about steroids. They say, oh, well, he cheated because of steroids. Let me tell you something, boys and girls. I will give you every single thing. I will hand you everything I did in a box. I'll give you the schedule, what I took, how I took it, and I'll promise you.
I'll challenge you to do it. Yeah, challenge you to do it.
The dedication it takes to do that. Yes, it helped. Yes, it makes a difference. But it's not the reason why
anybody's big.
Like
exactly.
No.
It's like a calculator, guys. You don't think you're stupid because you use a calculator, do you? Like, it just helps you with the math real quick. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
So it's a real big deal, and it's but yeah, it was a process that you just trial and error. You learn, and you know, I go to the doctor and make sure I was doing the right thing, and I just did it right, man. I did it the right way and make sure I didn't kill myself in the end. I did it right for so long. When the pills came in, and I remember going to the doctor and thinking, well, maybe he'll find something wrong, so I'll quit taking pills.
Yeah.
And then my mom took me to the doctor, and he was like, the alcohol is going to kill him before the pills. And I was excited. I was like, all right, I can still take 60 pills.
Eat more pills.
And it's a way of thinking back then. But
I gotcha.
That all is gone, and the sobriety thing is here, and it's the same parallel, man. The dedication it takes for 1 day at a time. Everything we just talked about is overwhelming.
That's true.
You gotta take that in, and you gotta make that schedule happen, and then you gotta set out and not let it be overwhelming. And tomorrow morning,
do it again.
Have the schedule of your protein intakes, and you're going to do chest that day, and you go and you do it 1 day at a time, and then you get ready for Tuesday, and that is I got to do back, and I got to do my protein, and when you find it at first, it's like anything else. At first, it's going to be real hard.
Of course.
And it's going to try to sway you away. You're going to forget your shaker. You're going to forget your protein. You're going to be where you got to eat McDonald's. But if you got to eat McDonald's.
Eat McDonald's. And take the bread off?
The bread off.
Okay. So I can pound a cheeseburger without the bread.
Above Bagwell's heyday, brother. If I was in a bind, it was Wendy's, 2 double cheeseburgers, take the bread off. That's 0 carbs, brother.
Really?
Eat it up.
Eat it up, brother. Oh, okay.
2 bacon double cheeseburgers
is
what I would eat. 0 carbs, no bread.
Here's Handsome Stranger Body. This is him, 19, 20 years old, y'all. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's impressive just for being a kid, though. You know what I mean? That's a kid with a body like that, y'all.
I'll find this picture one day. It's out there somewhere. There's a picture of me on an inclined bench in my house. At my house, my parents had a full gym growing up, and it's just the bar, and I'm on the bench like this, and I am 140 pounds.
Wow.
I was the skinniest kid, man, ever. The first steroid that I ever did, if you want to call it a steroid, it was called Dianabol.
Okay.
It was a 5 milligram tablet that you're thinking, how's this going to make me grow?
Yeah.
I dedicated myself to, I didn't quite know what I was doing at 16.
Of course not.
But I knew more 16-year-olds than to how to work out and how to,
how to put on.
Because I had older brothers. So that Dianabol, and a doctor prescribed it. It was prescribed by a doctor. He's the one that gave me my shot. So he gave me a testosterone shot and a Dianabol pill. I gained 30 pounds over a summer break.
Damn. And that's like 3 months.
It's 3 months. I came home my sophomore at a high school, and I left at 145 pounds, and I came back at 175 pounds. 30 pounds. That's 10 pounds a month.
Yeah.
30 pounds. It caused a lot of stuff, though. Like, I didn't know what was happening. Like, I tore my hamstring because your muscles
grow at a certain rate. Yeah.
And they grew. The doctor, I remember the doctor went into me and my dad, and he goes, it looks like you got too big, too fast.
Y'all are proud. Y'all are proud of that. Come on, that's a man thing. That's awesome. I got too big, too quick, y'all. I hurt my fucking leg. That's cool. All right.
He was talking about his leg muscles, historian.
Yeah, I know. Hey, come on. That's what I wanted to get into. Speaking of you being worried about your size back in the day and your legs and stuff, let's talk about the notorious calf muscle implants, my friend, because I want to get into something after you tell us the story, because I want to get into something after that. So tell us about the calf muscle implants, Buff Bagwell.
Long story short was in 1993, I'm a pro wrestler. I had a really good body. I wasn't Buff Bagwell yet, and I wasn't
Marcus Alexander.
Near the shape. I wasn't near the shape as Buff Bagwell was going to be in, but I was in great shape. So I was, I love it. Look at Mark. Look at the
That's right. Look at the mark. Look at the mark. Oh, what is that, Mark? What are you doing right there, Mark?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is that ancient Japanese secret.
Oh, what is that ancient Japanese secret?
That's how you work out in jail.
What, Buff?
That's how you work out in jail.
Oh, that's how you work out in jail. There you go.
Oh, really? Well, they do in ancient Japan the same way.
Okay.
My old tag team partner, Glacier, he taught me about it.
Oh, Glacier? Your old tag team partner. You're talking about WCW fake Sub-Zero Glacier taught you how to do that?
I mean, I don't want to break kayfabe. You wanted to fake Sub-Zero.
Oh, sorry, not fake Sub-Zero. So your tag team partner. Okay.
Anyways, you lift the ice until it turns to water. That's the trick.
That's the trick. You lift the ice until it turns to water, and then by then you get a body like ours, right? You look amazing like us, right?
I mean, you look like me. You won't look like Buff, but you look like me.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Ancient Chinese secret.
That's actually a really good thing, the water bottles, but I'm not sure doing it until it melts is the right way to do it. But them Japanese boys, in Japan, them boys wanted to know how I was doing. All of them had good chest. They would do chest every day, and I go, guys, you can't do chest every day. And they didn't understand. You got to switch it up. But they just every day they would flat bench, man. I'm like, do that, guys. But they all had big barrel chests.
They did.
Chests.
You're right about
that.
So yeah,
the
calf implants. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened because of just I didn't have good calves, and if you check medically that your calf is the most hereditary body part there is. Either you got them or you don't. You see a guy with good calves, and he's always had them. He's never done a calf race in his life.
You mean calves like these, Buff? You mean calves like these? You gotta have calves like these, right, buddy? It's hard to get calves like this. Will's got a good calf. Hold on. Maybe I got a better calf. I got 2 of them. You never know. What about that one? That's a good calf, right? That's my good one, buddy. Oh yeah, there you go. That's how you get calves like these, man. Yeah. All right, so they're hereditary.
So yeah, so I went to a buddy of mine had great calves, and I said, "Man, you got great calves." He goes, "They're fake." I went, "What?" So I checked. I looked at them. I got the doctor's name. I investigated it. This isn't something I just hopped into.
Yeah, of course not.
This is something I really investigated. I drove to South Carolina to meet another guy.
That's right.
Who had it done by the same doctor, and I checked the calves out. And I touched them. I felt them. I looked at them. I really investigated this.
Did they feel real? Did they feel real?
Oh my God! They looked and felt real. They were incredible. They put a little cut behind your knee. It's 4 pieces. It's two pieces per calf. They go in the back of in the little pocket, and there's 2 on each leg. So there's 4 pieces total. Some fan owns these. I signed them.
You sold them? I heard you capped them. Fuck! I wanted those calves because the next thing I wanted is some fan owns them. Because see, this is what I wanted to do today, live.
Put it out there. Put it out there.
Here we go. I'm putting it out here live here today. Buff and Stuff Podcast, episode 3. I'm issuing a challenge to those fucking calf muscles. You dirty calf muscles, you gotta be tough. You almost killed my boy Buff, right? So you're obviously bad as fuck, right? Dude, calf implants. I want the implants versus OD Yola, the wrestling historian Chris, and the Mark Will. The calves versus us. And I swear, calves are going down, Buff. Don't you worry. I want a challenge. So you fan, if you're watching, I want to wrestle the calves because obviously they're tough. I want to wrestle the calf implants. I'm gonna show them that they're not bad. They almost killed you. Remember, isn't that what they said? They were in your leg and they didn't act right, and it was you could either get your legs cut off. Or see, so that means those calf implants are obviously pretty tough.
Bad,
yeah, those are bad. They're bad to the bone. So I'm issuing a challenge to you, piece of shit implants. You think you're tough enough to take out my boy Buff? I want you 2 implants to get up off your lazy asses. Come find us. Me and Will, we're ready to go. That's it. That's all. That's what I wanted to say. Because I'm gonna beat up your calf. I'm gonna beat up your calf implants. I'm gonna beat them up.
So this back to the steroid thing. So no, I don't take steroids, and yes, I get drug tested. So it's just everybody wants to try to find a better way to do everything, like the calf implants. I was trying to find a way to make my body look better, to try to make more money. It made a lot of sense to me. Looking back on it, it was a very stupid idea.
Did it hurt?
When you're in that moment, man, you're trying to figure it out and everything. I'm seeing 2 people that it looks fantastic on. $10,000. I have the money, and so I did it, and almost died from it. So I don't really regret it because they look great for 2 days. And plus, now we get to make, we get to have an ultimate wrestling showdown with me versus the calves now. And if you never would have did it, so are you asking for somebody to mail them to you? Or? I don't know. I want them to contact us. You can leave it in comments on Twitch or on our YouTube channel. We want to see if you can get those calves to come wrestle us. That's right. I like it. You like that? That's right. I'm going to wrestle some calf implants. Me and my best friend down here, we're going to wrestle. Look, he's training right now. We're going to wrestle some calf implants.
We're in camp right now.
That's right. We're in implant camp. Well, I guess it's around that time again. We've learned, we've loved. Buff, just like every week, man. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we do this show. I get excited about this thing, man. Every week. I do too. So, are we going to drop next week? We're going to tell them what we're doing. I don't know. What are we going to do it next week? Which one we got? Absolutely. Are we going to do it next week? All right. I know we already promised y'all American males, but we wanted to do this one instead. We wanted, but now it's next week live here on the Buff and Stuff podcast. We're gonna have Buff Bagwell and Scotty Riggs. We're going to have him and Scotty Riggs. Look at them. There they are back there. It's a little, you kind of can't see it, but that's them right there. The American Males, Scotty Riggs, Marcus Alexander Bagwell. We're going to be here. And then you guys have to sit with me and Will, too. You know, it's the wrestling historian and the Mark. We'll have to be here, too, because we're the hosts of the show. Sorry. But you get the American Males, American Males, American Males. We're going to talk wrestling. We're going to have a brand new intro for the show. We're going to have an American Males intro for the show because, you know, I'm the shit. All right, brother, we love you. Oh, what do you want to show us? Ooh, what you got? What you got? What you got?
Well, Bob had some toys from earlier.
Ooh, that's his protein intake. I was going to ask you, do you know what that? Thank you, Stacy, because what we need to know is chicken your... I do want some of that, actually. Is chicken your favorite protein intake?
Yes, chicken's my favorite.
There you go.
Same.
But you see all this rice with all the carbs in it?
Chicken and rice.
It's cauliflower rice. This is cauliflower.
That's cauliflower.
We got that cauliflower pizza crust.
Wow.
We got that cauliflower rice.
That's how those people with money do it, y'all. Look at that. You gotta get some money before you can eat that fucking cauliflower rice. Okay, you gotta get that. You gotta.
But no joking aside, the first thing when people come up to me and they ask about my diet, the first thing I ask them is, "How are you doing financially?" And they're like, "What?" I go, it's not cheap to look like me, brother. It's not. It's expensive.
Obviously.
Protein. Hey, when you go to jail, it tells you more than anything how much expensive protein is.
Because you don't get it.
You don't get it.
You don't get it in jail. No.
They give you 4 pieces of bread, and they give you an egg this big.
And then they give you, if you're lucky, you can fight for some peanut butter.
Lucky to get a gallon of ice in jail.
Dude, I used to sell peanut butter when I was in jail. That's another story. We're not gonna do that. I used to sell peanut butter. That's how much of a... Yeah, there you go. So you know what I'm talking about. Peanut butter, that'll fucking make some shit happen in jail. You could get beat up. You get fucked up bad over some peanut. If I offer peanut butter, a cup of peanut butter to someone, you're fucked. You can't mess with me, okay? That's just see.
You'll get shanked for a honey bun.
You will. Or you make those pork chop sandwiches. Hold on, you're from the South. You know about pork chop sandwiches? Where they take the honey buns and the cakes and all this.
That Frito pie.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, y'all. That's some Southern jail shit. But all right, we're going to let Buff go. We love you, Buff.
American Males.
American Males is next week, y'all. Make sure y'all all show up. Hey, we love you too, Stacy.
He said, love y'all.
All right, be good, Buff. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Love you guys. See you guys next week.
Yes, you will.
Later, Buff.
Later, Buff.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Look at that, guys. That's so cool. So now, we just got to wait for Buff to hang up, and then we're going to end the show type thing. That is so cool. We got Buff Bagwell on the show, y'all. Like, he's on a show with us. So...
You knew about my secret.
Did you see he liked your calves? He liked your calves. You got decent calves. Fuck your calves, Will. You know what? Fuck your calves. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your calves.
Didn't really get to see him from mine.
Here, they're gonna show.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, here we go. Whoa. All right, you gonna show your fucking weak ass calves again? Oh God. Bleh, gag me with a fucking spoon. Yeah, there's Will's calves, y'all. The Mark's calves. Look at that. Look at that. I got a little muscles just lifting with Buff there. You see that? Look at that. Just with Buff there, I got a little extra tonnage out of there.
It's just a shadow.
Hey, why don't you shut your mouth? All right, guys.
That's just a mark.
We love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out again. Another week. Hold on. You want to show it again? You can show it. The beach is that way type thing. Is that what you're doing? There it is. Next week, we're going to have it's American Males, you guys. So, make sure you're there. We're going to have Scotty Riggs here, y'all. Scotty Riggs. They were such a great tag team. You don't get better than that. So, we're going to bid you adieu until next week, my friends. We love you guys, and we will see you next week on the Buff and Stuff podcast. Just so you know, obviously, like, follow, subscribe, all that shit. Come see us on YouTube as well, because it'll be uploaded tomorrow. You guys be good. Later, Gator.
Buff Daddy!
Buff Daddy!